Right. Yeah, I'm gonna poop my pants. Only got $a quarter in my pocket. I'm pooping, looking for a toilet. This is fucking gruesome. Yeah, walk into the store like, what up? Here comes a big fart. Nah, I just dumped. I did a shit at a Walmart. Poop on the floor. Sure takes some beating. The people like, damn, buddy, what you eating? Wading in ankle deep, headed to the sit down, dressed in all white, but now everything's turning brown. Washing off in the sink, guy standing next to me. Probably should have closed his mouth, flexing poop, flying free. Piss. Oh shit, there's a taco truck, friends. She gonna poop my pants. Only got $a quarter in my pocket. I'm pooping, looking for a toilet. This is fucking gruesome. I'm gonna poop my pants. Only got $a quarter in my pocket. I'm pooping, looking for a toilet. This is fucking gruesome. I wear these poop stained clothes. My show's unwatchable. I took a big ass dump on the grip shop, that's my show. I wear these poop stained clothes. My show's unwatchable. I took a big ass dump on the grip shop, that's my show.
I tumbled out of bed and I stumbled to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of eventually John is kitchen. Try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out in the street the traffic's a jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. It's all taken in the game. Just your mind. If you dream, just watch them shine. Enjoy, it's a step on the vice man's ladder, but you've got dreams you never take away. In the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in, and the tide's your turn and it's all gonna run away. Working on to fall, what a way to make a living. It's not taking in the game, just your mind.
The views and opinions in the following piece of content may or may not be those of the people speaking them. We do not condone going after anyone mentioned herein in any way, shape, or form, and if we find out that you have done so, you will be banned from this community. Remember, this is like a comedy club. Understand going in that there will always be attempts at humor, and that they may or may not land, and that is perfectly okay. We are anti cancel culture in any way, shape, or form. We are also anti bigotry, sexism, transphobia, etc. We also encourage you to do your own research into the things that we discuss, and therefore come to your own conclusions. None of the views by the host or any of the guests in this program are those of any sponsors or companies who may be mentioned. You don't go to CNN for dick jokes. Don't come here for expecting hard-hitting news. Remember, parental guidance is suggested. There is adult language here.
Oh, I don't know where to begin. Who are Americans and for those of you who still remember from England? When we build our planes and our trains, then we think we might die. Far from North America, we're the
Hey, buddies! Welcome in to the Articulately Informal Podcast Live here on the 25th of August, 2026. Hope everyone is having a great day. I'm having an awesome day too. We have a massive, and you know what else is massive? Docket today. The plan that we're going to do, just to lay it out for you guys so you have an idea of what to expect, is we're gonna take calls today. We're gonna take calls on things. We're gonna go over stuff. The latest things that have happened in the Bricks and Minifigs situation. And if you haven't heard anything about it, congratulations, you've been living under a rock the last 3 months or so. We have a Discord. The Discord is in the description if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Kick, firstly, hello over there. Secondly, what you need to do is type !Discord in the chat, and you will get the Discord link, join the server, agree to the terms, and then hop into the convention center, the Discord stage. And when you want to go on air, raise your hand. We'll pull you up when we are able to. I want to take calls tonight, and this is going to be a very interesting show. Because we're going to go over some video. Like I said, we're going to go over some videos. Well, let me show you the docket. Let me show you. Hold on. Hold on, Bless. Before we get to you. By the way, great channel. BAM Map is great also. Shout out to Rose and the BAM Map. Doing an amazing job covering all this stuff and peeling back the layers of the shit onion. Hey, Tattle. How's it going? Welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Nice. So, as you guys chat and everyone else watching wherever you may be, see here, we've got a lot of stuff here to go through. What I'm going to do, my plan of attack, is to react to some videos that some of you may have seen, but because my audience on this channel, since this is being the third episode of me doing this, it mainly is here on YouTube for the soccer reactions, you don't know what this is. So we're going to try to go through it as easy as good. I'm doing great. I am doing just fine, and yeah. We have about 90 minutes, I think, until that city council meeting kicks off. Which, by the way, we're going to sit here and react to that live, if we can. So that's going to be fun. Or at least the public comment portion of it, live. So we're going to... Let's go ahead and check out this video from Lus. Bam lowballs elder autistic person selling Lego. Now, when I was putting this docket together on Sunday, I didn't watch these videos. I just combed to try to find videos that I think would be well for reaction. I didn't watch them so purposely, so you get my full reaction right here, right now. As you saw in my tabs, I've got like 7, 8 different things. You know what? Maybe what I should do is 200% this for streaming. Just so you didn't see the, well, you know. So if you don't know who Bricks and Minifigs are, basically the bare bones. A guy, Brian Mansell and his family needed to sell some Legos. So they took them into Bricks and Minifigs in Kaiser Salem, Oregon. Okay? They put them on sale on consignment. There was they had an agreement and everything. Corporate knew about it, but then decided to play dumb as fuck and are like, we know nothing when confronted about it by reckless men and other YouTubers. If you go to Reckless Ben's YouTube channel and just put in Reckless Ben Lego, or put that into your search engine, you should find it. But that's a pretty quick explanation of what happened. But let's go in and see what my friend Lus. Actually, hold on. Hold on a second. I will put this here. I will do that. So I can actually see the full screen here and it not affect my stream setup. Nice. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what Lus has to say on this.
Hey guys, we got this comment as well as a Instagram DM from Valerie. Valerie does use her full name, and it looks like everything is legit. You guys let me know in the comments below if you believe this is real, not real, but here's the story. Hi, my name is Valerie. I am 66, high-functioning autistic woman. I got into Legos last year. Last week, I took my minifigures to Bricks and Minifigs in Springfield, Missouri. I was offered $80 cash or $200 store credit. Now, we will reach out to Valerie and see if she wants to do an interview or talk more about what her Legos were worth initially, what she paid for, they will reach out. I then went to Bricks and Minifigs in Rogers, Arkansas. They offered me $160 store credit. So this is actually even lower than the first offer. Friday, I went to Kansas City Brick Store in Overland Park, Kansas City. They offered me 260 cash or 408 store credit. I believe
Those motherfuckers ripping off autistic people. We knew through the Echo Base Network interview that they did that to an autistic young adult, but they're ripping off old people too. Hi, Mark. Those motherfucking pieces of shit. Yeah. No, you can curse, Mark. On this channel, you can curse here. This is 18 plus. We ran the disclaimer. Hope you're having a good day, Mark. Anyway, we continue.
that last one is not a Bricks and Minifigs franchisee. Here we have Echo Base Network. Shout out to them. Talking to the mom of a autistic child. I believe his name is Christopher. Christopher goes to the Bricks and Minifigs on his birthday and just gets lowballed. He gets lowballed. Then he goes to another Bricks and Minifigs and they offer him much more, almost 5 times as much money. And the funny part, or not funny part, the sadder part about this is Christopher and his mom actually buy $200 of SpongeBob minifigures at this location, supporting the store. Here we
I will say this. As an autistic person myself, this type of shit really pisses me off. Like, really pisses me off. To BAM Corporate, who I'm assuming might find this somehow, I don't know. If you do, hello. Firstly. Secondly, take a good hard look at yourselves in the mirror. You're ripping off disabled and autistic people. You're nothing more than a fucking Lego pawn shop. Know your role.
see the YTR.
God damn.
Again, I am open
Fuckers.
to receiving any of these documents from any Bricks and Minifigs, especially the ones in the Slack channel saying that, oh no, we never go below 20%. We would never offer. Well, here, I mean, you see 2.4, 9.33, and honestly, I believe this is a 2-month report.
And this report proves to those owners that said that to us, facts don't care about your feelings. You lied. Deal with it. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and know that you are a liar.
You can see out of all the trades, a good chunk of them are below 20%. And it's sad to see this, right? It's sad to see and realize that, oh man, these Bricks and Minifigs are just lowballing customers like there's no tomorrow. Because for them, there might not be a tomorrow. Remember,
New slogan for Bricks and Minifigs, folks. We lowball people. What do you think? I kind of like that slogan, actually.
they're not making much money from new. The whole Bricks and Minifigs corporate distribution model is not working out as planned. And you can even ask, even the biggest and most great supporters of Amin McNeff, they will tell you that new doesn't make them any money. Events don't make them any money. I went to Cheeky Monkeys, and that is a event place. That place looks nothing like Bricks and Minifigs. No offense to Bricks and Minifigs, but I would not have a birthday party there. And especially since the people might be armed with weapons and not really friendly to your 2-year-old, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't like about Bricks and Minifigs corporate. For the record, I have never stepped foot in a Bricks and Minifigs. I have no intention of ever doing so. I didn't know they existed before this whole thing started. For the way they treated autistic and disabled people alone really pisses me off. Then the fact that they inquired about do I have to get my franchisees guns? That's another red flag. That's what. And then ripping off the Mancells at the start of this? That's 3 strikes, you're out for me. You deserve to go the way of Circuit fucking City. Or Quiznos. Or insert failed franchise here.
So yeah, events, I cannot imagine them making all that much money from events, which then leaves used. So the only avenue to get revenue and profit is used. That explains the reason so many people are being lowballed. Now, when I did an investigation on exactly who these individuals are who are being lowballed, I cannot further talk about numbers and things and locations. I'll say to you, when somebody takes 2.5%, that's probably an individual who desperately needs money, or B, has no idea what their money is worth. So you're taking advantage of autistic people, you're taking advantage of children, you're taking advantage of the elderly. In the case of the comment, even if it's not true, the fact that it's so believable really harms the Bricks and Minifigs brand that even when I read this comment, I believe it. It's on par for what they would do. Nothing else has shown me there has not been any indication that Bricks and Minifigs offers fair trade value, which is hilarious because their most recent post focuses on transparency and the buying and selling process. We still don't know how they come up with such low numbers. And you
I know. I know how they do it. Wes, I could probably tell you what is the smallest amount of money we can pay to get this Lego off this person and make them feel like crap in the process. How much little do we have to pay out to be able to flip that on our shelves? By the way, folks, it's the same principle I do when I'm playing trading card shop simulator as a parody of Bricks and Minifigs. Check that out on Sundays on my Kick and Twitch. It's a riot.
take it to a pawn store and they offer you more. They do the research, they educate you, and then they offer you more. When you call it Bricks and Minifigs, they are pretty vague. And by definition, they don't give number, or by their operations, they don't give numbers out, which is a waste of time in my opinion. So what I'm used to, Magic the Gathering, we've always had a buy list since the olden age. And a buy list means that this website puts out, for this card, I will give you this amount of money. And it doesn't matter who comes in. It could be an 18-year-old, a elderly person, a autistic individual, somebody with a mentally handicapped, somebody even with, a 5-year-old to come in. And you are going to honor that price that you said that you would buy at. Hence, they
That's how it should be run. I will tell you this. I am a big board gamer. Haven't done much since the pandemic, but at my local board game store is amazing. They let me and fellow disabled people come in there during the day, and anyone actually, and play games and hang out and stuff. They do a lot of cards and a lot of comics. Let me check my Discord messages. Give me a second. I don't know what that was, but anyway, back to what I was saying. The way that my local board game store treats autistic folks is the way you should, and disabled folks is the way you should treat them. Hell, if you go back on this YouTube channel, you might see it. I don't know. I don't remember if I streamed much on the YouTube channel from my local board game store, but I did stream from there. I think the VODs are up on here. Some of them are. I don't remember. I've got over 10 years of content. I can't remember every single video. But my point is, there's a way to be kind and not rip off people. You know? There's a way to do it, and how Bam's doing it ain't it, Chief.
Buy list. And Pokemon, you're buying at 70-80% most times. It depends on the card, the condition, the collection. Typically, $5-10 cards don't really sell as much. But there is also an education process that you can explain to them why you are making the offer that you are making. So when you go back and you look at the transparency and this buying operation, it's so different from Pokemon where everyone is live streaming every transaction. So if you lowball somebody, you won't maybe be able to make the content, or they will make content from you, and that will be devastating for your business. And
Sorry to interrupt again, but one's in the chat if you think Bam can even spell transparency. Because I'll tell you, I don't think they can even spell it. I don't think they could even spell it if you spotted them the T. But what do I know? This is all, and remember, this is allegedly, and in my opinion. Your opinion may differ. I don't know if it does. If it does, great. But this is my opinion.
Magic, there's just no concept of it's transparent. It's a buy list. And either I can beat the buy list or I cannot. And then if I cannot beat the buy list, then you just send the card off to whoever is willing to pay the most amount of money for that card. So the secret nature, shadiness of how Bricks and Minifigs buys, it seems like they do target. I mean, Drew Bricks showed that if he went in, he gets a different offer than if he sends his mom in to the exact same store with the exact same minifigs. And the case of his mom, they actually stole the cape from one of his more valuable minifigs. Same thing with MGS bricks, same exact scenario. Depending on who goes in, if he goes in, he gets a high offer than if his friend goes in who doesn't know Lego as much. And also, they steal Legos. Let me know what you guys think. Is it real or fake? Let me know in the comments below.
It's my thing is, it could be fake. It could be fakeless, but with their track record, I don't think it is. I don't exactly think it is. Let me do a refresh on the American Fork City YouTube and Frugal Family. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna. So I'm pulling Frugal's stream up. I don't have the functionality to raid out, so there's no way I will be able to raid out. And yeah. But we will watch it. We will watch the public comments and react together. By the way, if you want to call in, just go to my Discord link in the panels in the description on YouTube or in the panels below on Kick. And you should be able to see the server, and or if I see you come in, you should be able to get into the server that way. So, and then we're on our Discord stage right now. So that was our boy Lus. We have a lot of Lus in here. But if you didn't hear, Bam settled with the McNeffs. Good for the McNeffs to get their money. But here's a video from Echo Base Network, who, by the way, do amazing journalism, and you really should give them a watch. You really should. We're going to see what their reaction was when the news dropped. And I paused. And by the way, if you're wondering why I paused it so much, and I will be pausing all these videos except the lives, because obviously you can't pause them because you might miss something. It's because I try to do fair use reacting as best I can around here. Try to shoot for at least double the length of the video that we were watching. Make sense? Seem fair enough? Because I try to be fair with it, you know? Give me 1 second. Let me just put these things. All right, let's see what this echo-based transmission is going to be.
Okay, everybody, you already know all the news. I have not read the settlement, the post from Bricks and Minifigs, but I do know that people are pissed off. I do know that. So I'm about to find out why exactly. So we're going to do a full-on reaction right here. Nick has already read it.
So the coach is going in blind. This is going to be good. As a fellow Nick, it's great to see another Nick in content creations, my man. We'll see how this.
So, Nick, we'll get into this. I have no idea what's happening. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bricks and Minifigs, The Settlement, Brian Mansell, and possibly more.
I know some of my audience right now, this might be old news to you, but to part of my audience, this is like all brand new, like I've said. I'm sorry, I have autism, so sometimes I repeat myself, but I am trying to do the best I can here. And I did discuss this a little bit on the Quail's Nest Soccer Pod watch-alongs that I do that you can find on this channel. The basic, like, overviews.
There it is. That's the news. People have been waiting for what is next in the Bricks and Minifigs saga. A lot of people have been speculating, and we've been told that they're struggling majorly right now. That's the last video that we made. You know, that was a huge update that they're struggling. Well, they might be struggling even more because it looks like now there's a settlement. We don't know the details of the settlement, but resolution reached. Bricks and Minifigs and Brian Mansell family settlement consignment of rare collection through voluntary mediation. A lot of people were saying that it was Brian Mansell who was not going to settle with Bricks and Minifigs, that they would settle with Reckless Ben and the Gormans before. That's what the speculation was all around the place, but that didn't happen. So here we go, August 9th.
Yeah, like I said, I am glad Brian settled. I don't think Bam wants to settle with Chris Gorman or Reckless Ben. I think they're going to try to see those cases out and try to bleed those guys dry. That's my thought. I mean, what do you guys think?
19th, BAM Franchising Incorporated, Ammon and McNeff, Baker Salem, Josh Johnson, Brandon Best, and the Mansell family are pleased to announce. Oh, and by the way, this is a joint statement from BAM Franchising and the Mansell family. So they're showing this like this is all of them together. We'll see. That they have reached a comprehensive and amicable resolution of a private civil dispute relating to the Mansell's family's Lego Star Wars collection. The collection was originally consigned to a former operator of the Bricks and Minifigs Salem Kaiser Oregon store. So that was Chris Gorman.
Yep.
This settlement agreement is a compromise of disputed claims. It is not an admission of liability. Bro, you're liable. What are you talking?
Yeah, this statement from Bricks and Minifigs even though it was a joint statement, it like blows my mind, right? That they can sit here and say it is not an admission of liability, wrongdoing, or unlawful conduct. You settled. We know you did it. We saw the video. We know a lot. We know how you treat people, Bam. Don't pee on our legs and tell us it's raining.
Talking about.
Yeah.
It is not an admission of liability, wrongdoing, or unlawful conduct by BAM, the Mansells, or any other released party. All right, well, whatever.
Yeah.
The Mansells confirm that they have been compensated by BAM for the losses associated with their consignment arrangement and thus are releasing all their legal claims against BAM, its leadership, Baker Salem, Josh Johnson, Brandon Best, or any current Bricks and Minifigs franchise or franchisee.
Oh, really? We're going to pause this reaction to react to this video. Mansell still hasn't been paid. I haven't, now this one I have not watched. And there's a reason I'm doing it this way. You will see.
Welcome back to Echo Base Network, guys. I'm your host, Nick, and today we're going to be giving you guys a settlement update on the whole Bricks and Minifigs Brian Mansell situation. And, you know, I've been seeing a lot of confusion about what's actually happening with this whole thing. And first off, let me say the settlement itself is 100% real. You know, Bricks and Minifigs and Brian Mansell released their joint statement announcing that the civil dispute had been resolved. And according to that statement that we went over here on the channel, the resolution includes compensation to the Mansell family, an unqualified apology from Bricks and Minifigs, releases of legal claims, and Bricks and Minifigs stated intention to dismiss the lawsuit. The statement also makes clear that the settlement is a compromise and is not an admission of liability, wrongdoing, or unlawful conduct by any party. But here's the important update. As of right now, our understanding is that Brian Mansell has not actually received the settlement payment.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
To anyone who's doubting, to anyone who doubts, who thinks Bam is telling the truth, that soundbite was for you. I will play it again.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
You have to be incredibly dumb to believe Bam here. I mean, you want to know how, in my opinion, you want to know how you can tell Bam is lying, a lie is coming from Bricks and Minifigs? Their mouth is moving.
BAM, the McNeffs, Baker Salem, Josh Johnson, and Brandon Best. Likewise,
Anyway, back to their initial reaction to this. Because I thought this was interesting.
will dismiss. So the lawsuit's been dropped. They've
Yeah.
reached a settlement. Thank you for your 3 big, huge sentences. They've reached a settlement. Through their exchange of records and information during the legal and mediation processes, the parties developed a more complete understanding of what occurred. Did you? The underlying dispute arose from a consignment contract between the Mansell family.
He goes on to read the statement. I'm not gonna do the entire video. You can go to Echo Base Network's channel and find it. Also, by the way, the intro song, and I meant to say this, but I forgot until just now, was a shout out to Dolly Parton. It was a metal cover of 9 to 5. In a world of Hassan Pikers, please, guys, be a Dolly Parton. And that's my statement on that.
What if
Super smart villain.
What if he is just threat, offer them a settlement?
Threat McNeff over here.
Yeah.
And they're going to take it because we just threatened them so much. We're scaring the piss out of the Gormans.
Yeah.
And now they're more likely to accept our settlement agreement. and we're never going to go to Discovery, and it's the only chance for our brand to survive.
Man, even if they settle out of court, this
Yeah.
brand is dead, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
I don't disagree.
They're deader than Kelsey's nuts. I think that's all we need to see on that one. We have more videos here. They got a community note. I don't think we need to see that. Let's finish the rest of this one, and then I've got some BAM map updates to go over
We
that are relevant to what we're going to watch in about an hour.
received additional information from somebody that wants to remain anonymous. We're going to keep that person's identity secret. We don't want to, reveal who it is. But according to what we've heard, our understanding at this point is that the payment is expected to be handled through the legal court process. And until we have documentation confirming exactly how that payment is being processed, we're not going to speculate. But we did want to kind of give what we're being told, behind the scenes. And from what we're being told, we were told that they didn't lie about settling. Apparently, they just weren't supposed to release that statement until after they had paid him, which they have until the 31st of August to do. And also, apparently, they sent out royalty invoices to all the franchises the day that they settled. So, are they going to be using the money from all the franchises to pay Brian Mansell? Or are they going to come out of pocket themselves?
Wait, what? Hold the phone here. This is new information. Back it up. Let me hear this again.
Or are they going to come out of pocket to pay Brian Mansell from all the franchises? So are they going to be using the money from all the franchises to pay Brian Mansell? Or are they going to come out of pocket themselves? Again,
It wouldn't shock me if they used the royalty money to pay Brian. Knowing these scumbags.
to you, Evan McNeff's not coming out of his own pocket. It's going to be all the franchisees royalties or whatever, them selling stores, whatever ways that they make money, they're going to be using that to go ahead and obviously pay Brian Mansell.
Oh yeah, the Mansells ain't gonna see dime one from the McNeffs. I can pretty much guarantee the McNeffs aren't gonna pay a dime, personally. And guys, pardon me, this may be tinfoil hat over here. I don't think part of me thinks they're not gonna pay him at all. Wouldn't that be juicy?
Something else I wanted to bring up that was a comment in Coach's last video, and I kind of wanted to hit this real quick. So Mr. Sock Puppet 69 on this video right here we released, you're a piece of garbage defending Bricks and Minifigs, saying they didn't do it on purpose. They posted a false statement in oppress release in, I guess he.
Hey chat, if anyone's still hey chat, serious question. What is an oppress release? I've never heard of that. Hey, Sock Puppet 69. What did you mean to type there? Did you mean to make that mistake? Now, I know I typo a lot, but I'm disabled. I have an excuse. You? You probably fat fingered it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mark. This line right here. Oppress release. Have you ever heard of that term before? Like you can't make this shit up. You literally cannot make this shit up. I think he meant to say press release and just typoed the hell out of it in his rage.
In a press release. There's no excuse for that. Do not make excuses
Okay.
for them. You do not know what their motivations are, so don't assume the best. Now, anybody that has watched this channel for any length of time on this coverage knows that we've never defended them. You know, there's a big difference between defending a company and reporting information accurately. You know, if Bricks and Minifigs does something wrong, we're going to tell you. If Brian tells us something that changes the story or somebody else, we're going to tell you. If a franchise owner gives us information that adds context, we're going to tell you that too, while protecting that source when necessary. We're not going to decide what the truth is first and then only report information that supports that narrative. And right now, the accurate way to describe this is a settlement's been announced. The settlement calls for Brian Mansell and his family to receive compensation. But as of the information we have right now, Brian has not actually received the payment yet. You know, those things can all be true at the same time. So we're going to continue to follow this. And, you know, Coach brought up a interesting point
And
in his last video. And I kind of had a
I forgot what I was going to say there.
similar situation. I actually went through a court event with somebody, you know, years and years ago, where I won a settlement. They agreed to pay me a certain amount of money. Well, they didn't pay me, like, I didn't get a check that day. We didn't reach settlement, and then boom, the check was written out to me. It was a couple weeks later, and the check actually came from the court itself. So the person actually agreed to the settlement, then they paid the court, then the court took whatever fees or whatever they took out of it, and then the rest of it was sent to me. So that's kind of how that works. Now, we're going to be talking to Brian Mansell tonight.
Okay. So yeah, that's happening right now actually. And the reason I'm on right now and not watching that is I want to try to build this time slot for myself. So, and this is the third week of doing it. And normally I know they're on Thursdays. But I mean, I know they're on right now. And I hope the interview with Brian goes well. I truly do. But in 40 minutes or so, we're going to watch a live stream of the American Fork public comment. And before we watch that, I have a video pulled up to remind you about American Fork and the things that they actually do differently there. Because that's what they do. They do things differently there. This update says every option is on tonight's agenda. Staffs the fire station. One raises no tax. Tonight at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Pacific, 20 minutes from now, basically, American Fork City Council fills in a resolution that arrives with blanks where the numbers go. Since the August 11th hearing, the ask has been shrinking on the city's own paper all the way to a drafted zero. In every version, the city's own table, the station is still staffed. 5 council members vote tonight. A raise of property tax, $33 a year on an average home permanently. Public comment opens the meeting 20 minutes total, in person or virtual. And there are 3 stations. And they're going to have a third station. Okay. 353 pages in tonight's packet. Dear God. The, the record behind tonight's decision is 353 pages, posted 35 hours before the vote. There's no way. There's no way that they're going to be able to no one's going to be able to read all that in 35 hours. The public's entire allotted response, everyone in the room combined, is 20 minutes. That's insane. The packet drafts 3 ways to fill the blanks. Each option, according to the city, fully staffs the 9 firefighters. Option C is the one they should go for. The vote is not station or no station. It's $33 a year forever, or $22, or 1 year of deferred playground equipment and vehicles. As things changed throughout the hearing. Paperwork leans one way. The rate rises 8.67. 6767. Fuck that meme. The revenue and the bill rise is 848. True numbers, 2 different things. Arithmetic shown. And the paper trail. If you stood at the microphone on August 11th, tonight is the night your words become the official record. The council approves the hearing's minutes tonight as item 4 of the consent agenda. The routine block adopted in a single motion, ordinarily without discussion, minutes before the vote you were contesting. The text of those minutes is not in the packet. Oh, that's nuts. What the official count says you said is not published for you to read before it's approved. 2 full recordings of the hearing exist, the city's own and an attendees. When the approved minutes surface, the site will read them against the recordings, line by line, confirmed as to the agenda, the packet's contents, and the recordings, what the minutes say as of tonight, unknowable from the public record. And then the station file. This is important, guys. If the council adopts any rate above the current rate, Utah law gives residents a purpose-built instrument to freeze and put the question on a ballot with a 7-day fuse that starts tomorrow. 5 sponsors, an application filed with the city recorder, then signatures. The mechanics are laid out in this, and it will be the second time this station faced voters. The first time the city put it on the ballot itself. Give me 1 minute. And guys, before we read the next update, I am going to take a little bit of a break here, so bear with me. We are going to hit the BRB thing, and I will play a little bit of some Frog Leap Studios for you, play a little Plinko. I will return in about 3 minutes.
Hello?
All right, we are back. Sorry about that. Nature calls a little bit. I'm having some fruit and yogurt bites. Ammon McNabb. Okay, so I guess this is what ties it to Bam. I am assuming. Snidely Whiplash, the chief executive of Bricks and Minifigs, and yes, I am calling him Snidely Whiplash because I can. I'm a baby panda. I do what I want. Signed all 3 petitions that put one Utah County slate on the 2026 ballot. The signature is lawful, one of thousands, and it is the thread that leads here. The slate paid $143,875 to a signature firm, Gathering Inc., whose contractors the state had already charged for forging voters' signatures. Oh no. This is a red flag. Let's play count the red flags, folks. We've got 1, Brent Benson Agnew, and Kevin Jung among them. The slate's own petitions carry the same patterns these cases describe, and the county office that would examine them may pass in January to the candidate the signatures served. Oh my god. The candidates: Corey Astill, County Clerk; Michelle, I'm not going to pronounce these names because I will fuck them up. All 3 of them hired Gathering Inc. of Ogden, Utah, owner Tanner Lutheran, to gather their nomination signatures in February 2026. I think that's going to be an important date here. In March 2025, Utah General Attorney Derek Brown's Public Corruption Unit charged 11 2024 cycle gatherers with forgery. 5 worked for Gathering Inc., 2 were charged in Utah County's own 4th District Court, Benson and Kevin. No disposition appears in public reporting. Both are presumed innocent. The firm itself was not charged and cooperated. April convention. The incumbent clerk Aaron Davidson beat Estill among delegates, 58 to 41. The primary, he beat Davidson 55 to 44. Kafusi won seat A. Paxman lost seat B. Estill and Kafusi are on the November 3rd ballot. The county clerk administers elections and verifies petition signatures. The verification that produced this page's numbers ran under Davidson. If Estill wins in November, the office and its records become his in January. 11 months from the forgery charges to the slate hiring the same firm. That much money paid to that firm. 232 signatures that passed on one candidate sheet and failed on another. Same circulator in January. Okay. 3 campaigns, 1 operation. Oh, interesting. A sworn sentence. Utah's petition system runs on a sworn sentence. Wow. One gatherer, 3 sheets, 1 door. The last sheet in every packet is a circulator verification. A signed statement that every signature was made in his presence by the person named. Falsifying it is the crime of the 2024 charge. The county's file answers. Every signature is checked against the voter rolls. A not matching result is the county recording the voter of record did not make that signature. Each one contradicts a sworn statement. This is leading somewhere. I don't know where. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just reading this. Your mileage may vary. Across the slate's 24,000 plus signatures, the contradictions take the two shapes the 2024 prosecutions describe. In 232 cases, one voter's signature passed on one candidate's sheet and failed on another's gathered by the same circulator, the conduct described in a case. In 95 households, one spouse verified and the other did not. Same day, same circulator. The method the charged gatherer admitted one spouse signing for the other to kill two birds with one stone. The flags concentrate. William Barton turned in 171 signatures. The county flagged 20. 9 carried a copy pattern. 3 the spouse pattern, and they cluster in one West Side neighborhood gathered within a few days in early February. Ordinary review error scatters. His does not. So we might have a little corruption, is what this is alleging. A not matching flag is not by itself proof of forgery. Signatures on file age and reviews differ. That's why the ruler matters. Behind each flag is a voter. So there seems like there's some voter corruption in American Fork. Or the surrounding areas. They do things differently there, folks. Oh, and if you were wondering, we've got some more BAM map updates. Those 2 updates that I read to you were background for tonight. Okay? They were background for tonight. I do not know what's being said on Mansell's stream interview right now. But hey, we're trying our best to get through this here and leading up in a half hour. Half hour till that 20 minutes of power. Bam, okay, so the settlement agreement is not public. Itself isn't public, and there's, based on what BAM chose to publish, there is no NDA. Brian Mansell did not sign an NDA according to this BAM map update. That's great. And he's been out on the interview circuit. He's on an interview right now as we speak. The independent scrollers were handed a script about the settlement. It's not a press release and not meant to be seen by a customer. It's a script. So these motherfuckers are literally telling their franchisees what to say. The header reads, franchisee field guide and talking points. And everything under it is written to one audience, the local owners who are supposed to be independent. It even dates itself with website link placeholders still unfilled. A working template, lines first, links later. Reply once. Use the standard responses below. No need to re-engage with replies to your reply, and additional replies from the public may need to be deleted or hidden. That single instruction explains a pattern, which, as you've been watching people like BJC, like Lus, like Echo Base Network, you know they delete in comments out there. When commenters raise the police, the accounts answer it again and again. The people should look at the official statement rather than internet speculation. Bruh. This ain't no internet speculation. We know what you did, Bam. We know what you did. The script tells owners to do exactly that. In its section on law enforcement, the first supplied reply steers the reader to the joint public statement rather than social media rumors. The replies were not a small team improvising under pressure. They were a script being read aloud. And the same document that supplies the sentence, "We value transparency above all else," sure you do, buddy, instructs in its moderation rules that the questions which follow it may need to be deleted or hidden. Gee, I wonder why. The script tells the independent owners to say they are independent. No, I don't know much about this, but if somebody's telling you to say you're independent, you're not independent. You're a shittier Circuit City. You're a shittier Circuit City, Bam. The word the document reaches for the most is local. It coaches owners to open with "as local owners who love Lego," and to keep saying it as independent franchise owners, as a local business. Our local store exists because of neighborhood builders like you. The entire purpose is to draw a line between the corner store and the company above it. But the document itself is itself the line being crossed. It is one script handed down for every owner, opposed at the same moment. Stores instructed to prove their independence. They are showing the opposite. The site has already documented that every independently owned store website runs from a single corporate login, and that owners are required to buy their inventory from corporate. The talking points document is that same structure, now reaching all the way down to the individual comment reply. Boy, these BAM folks are fucking insane. 4 answers written before the questions. Owners are given language for "what about Ben? You guys are still suing him." For "Ammon sucks," and how can you support corporate leadership after this? For "the police covered this up," and "thieves, scammers, and criminals." The document is a map of the accusations its own authors find most dangerous, drawn by the authors themselves. Notice what the first answer does. Asks, "Are you guys are still suing him?" Owners get 3 replies about Brian's collection, and none of them mention the lawsuit the question's about. The case against Ben Snyder, which continues. The supposed reply declares instead that the Mansells have been made whole. The settlement phase of this site is already traced through the record. The question names the suit. The answer erases it. One line the owner's own contracts reviewed. The last supplied reply instructs owners to tell customers, "We do not do consignment on products either, ever." You listening, Seven? You listening, buddy? I bet your ears perked up real quick, didn't they, boy? The Bricks and Minifigs franchise disclosure document lists consignment services in its description of the business, and the franchise agreement the owners themselves sign says a franchisee may also offer consignment services. This site has published those pages and fact checked the same claim. When the settlement FAQ made it, the script asked owners to post in their own names a sentence their own signed agreements contradict. The seizure renamed a rescue. Owners facing the word thieves are told to reply that this stemmed from an unauthorized local consignment issue which corporate intervened to fix. What corporate calls intervening is the November takeover of the Salem store. The event the published police file documents and franchisee's amended complaint places at the center of what it named the fraud scheme. Even the company's own settlement statement kept the hedge, saying the Mansell's loss arose in part from the former operator's handling. The script deletes the "in part" in the supplied replies. The fault is entirely local, entirely the prior operators, and corporate appears only as the rescuer. These motherfuckers, man. These motherfuckers. Appreciate all of y'all hanging out with me tonight. I really hope you're enjoying the stream, whether it be on Kick or on YouTube. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. We have 20 minutes until a city council meeting, folks. I've got my lightly salted Ritz crackers here with me, ready for the entertainment that we're hopefully here we go. Internet speculation, meet the police file. On law enforcement, the script owner that has owners say that rumors about law enforcement collusion don't match reality, and the police responses were strictly for local property and safety calls. The police file over the seizure is published on the site in full. A detective concluded the company knew whose collection it held, and two of its own store employees told police that the marks identifying the seized Lego were removed on an order after the takeover. The reply to the script supplies does not reboot that file. It instructs owners to call it speculation. The script says more than the company never has. Two of the supplied replies commit corporate to words it has never published. Owners are told to write that leadership has taken full accountability, directly apologizing to Brian and his family for their failings. The company's own statement, wire release, and FAQ contain no failings and no full accountability. The statement apologizes for the losses and pain suffered from the events surrounding this dispute, a sentence with no actor in it. The admission the lawyered document withheld is handed to the store owners to make instead. The remedies grow the same way. The script announces mandatory inventory audits, improved corporate governance, nationwide updates to store oversight, and safeguards now active network-wide. The only remedial list the company has published is shorter and still in progress. Inventory tracking, disclosure forums, de-escalation training, offered as things it's continued to strengthen. A customer who goes looking for the announced audits will find no announcement. This gets shittier and shittier, doesn't it? Deflect and pivot, of course. And here's the formatted. By the way, if Seven is watching, so anyone saying that BAM doesn't offer consignment, you a liar. And
You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch.
yeah, you raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch. So that blows out the consignment thing. So now we got a little bit of time. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And by the way, if you want to see who American Fork is and how they treat people,
officers about a false threat I made
watch this.
to get me arrested is super duper illegal.
He called the store 8 billion times, threatened the employees.
He does not want the paper. So
Does not want the papers?
here's that back for you. Okay.
I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay.
Okay, raise your deck.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, process server's really gonna ride with you. I mean, how stupid does he think I am? They have fake service papers.
Okay. Yeah, fake service papers.
The girl is
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh no, I got a
Sure,
service.
buddy. Fake service papers. Yeah, sure, Josh. How's unemployment treating you? So, what we're waiting. Wait a second. Oh my god! Oh my god! I just discovered something! Hold on. I gotta tell the lesson Discord. They took away. American Fork took away. Oh my god. Chat. Chat. It looks to me, and I don't know if they've had it down for a while or not. But look at this. Look at this. They took down the Reckless Ben videos. Oh my god. like their little press conference they had, and let's see if they didn't have a thing. Oh my God, folks. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Now, when we show the city council meeting in 11 minutes, we've got two options. We can go through the American Fork City, who I'm not subscribing to. That ain't gonna happen. Or we'll watch through Frugal's view. Don't know which one will be better, but we're here and we're doing this, and I have some more things in the docket. Let's actually look at Lus's view on CoffeeZilla couldn't convince Bricks and Minifigs CEO to be human. While we're waiting,
Today we are going to talk about Amin McNeff, and CoffeeZilla was able to reveal some of the inner workings of him trying to help them negotiate. There was always a point in time where Amin McNeff could have chose the easy way, and every time he chose the hard way. Remember, one of the first meetings between Amin McNeff and Ben was, do you want to choose the easy way or do you want to choose the hard way? The easy way has always been to make Brian Menzel, the Menzel family, complete. Now, I understand, hey, maybe you don't know where every Lego set is. Maybe every minifig is not known. But you could at least compensate him for fair market value based on the consignment agreement you had with him. And this has been the major concern from a business point of view. How does anyone do business with Bricks and Minifigs? How does Lego do business with them? And the answer is they probably don't give them any 60-day, 90-day window to pay. They probably want money up front. So if I were a Brick and Minifig vendor, I would want to know Amin McNeff, CEO of Bricks and Minifig, he currently is being sued in a lawsuit for $500,000. Who is the plaintiff suing him? His previous lawyers. So he's being sued by his previous lawyers. He was sued by the IRS, lost, and he was sued by some type of bank or fee structure, and he lost that as well. We are not talking about America.
So our boy Amin McNeff is stacking the L's like items on a supermarket shelf. Isn't he, boys and girls?
Man of honor. We are not talking about a person who pays his debts. Game of Thrones, right? A Lannister always pays their debt. Certainly, he is not a Lannister, nor does he pay debts that he owes. This is a man who, on every given stage, has chosen the hard way. Even when CoffeeZilla is texting him saying, hey, you need to pay and you need to not sue the victim here. Like, this is a very, very bad look. Of course, what does he do immediately? What does Amin McNeff do immediately after? Calls the police, talks about how Ben has multiple convictions, which is not real. talks about how Ben is such a dangerous individual that he has to arm his entire store with shotguns, and his employees all have to be armed just in case Ben comes in, and who knows what Ben wants to do at that point in time. And he has alleged that, or he has openly stated that Ben was abused as a child by another Ben, the same name as him. From
Admin McNeff is an idiot, in my personal opinion. But what do I know?
Ohio. Very bizarre stuff. I wish it kind of, I mean, all this stuff is really bad, but if it just ended there, okay, that's just somebody who is like really mentally unwell. What if I told you it wasn't just Amon McNeff? It was a PR company.
He's trying to get ahead of the story. He's trying to put the cart ahead before the horse, etc., etc., etc. Oh, and we got Pun King here, so let's bring him on the air. Hey, Pun King, you should be able to come up. How's it going, my man? Good evening, my friend.
Oh, hey, I forgot to push to talk. How's it going?
It's going good, man. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Welcome to the stage.
Oh, well, life is a stage, and you're all the audience.
Yes, and in 3 minutes, American Fork should be going live.
Oh, I'm excited for this one.
Oh, me too. Apparently we've got 20 minutes of public comment, and that's it. But
well, we also hopefully because if Frugal Family's doing her stream, hopefully they do a little meeting at the very end.
Yeah.
Because a couple folks were trying to talk to the mayor last time, So hopefully that happened.
Yeah, and it looks like the American Fork took down. Didn't they have more Reckless Ben stuff than this? I have a screen share if you want to hop in and take a look at it.
I didn't look at their videos. I've only been through their lives.
Yeah, I think that there's no Reckless Ben press conference.
Well, so the American Fork Police Department has their own channel, and they created it just to do that one video.
Oh God.
Yeah, I guess they were sitting around going, you know, you want to whisper on YouTube? And someone said, yeah, let's whisper on YouTube.
Oh, she's live. Here we go.
I don't think the alarm is so bad for her, because I think they accidentally left.
Yeah, we can hear. Hopefully that alarm isn't bad. Oh, interference with the city's microphones. Lovely.
Oh yeah, Saint. That's funny. Well, I mean, if it's Bluetooth, it wouldn't. But we got these walkie-talkies that do video too, and it's all through normal RF frequencies, which is just boggling my mind because there's not a lot of bandwidth on RF frequencies.
Yeah, I was on Twitter the other day, and I literally saw somebody that body cams can do real-time voice translations now.
Wow.
Like English to Mandarin and stuff.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I was actually looking at a ChatGPT server today that was forcing me to set up voice recognition to do the voice portion of it. I was like, yeah, I'll just type it.
Yeah. And I'm hiding the chat.
And she answered my question. Did she hear us? I'm kidding.
Yeah, probably not. But yeah, we're gonna have it a little low until things start, unless I need to bring it up. But yeah, this is gonna be fun.
I don't know if you revealed the surprise guest yet.
I don't think.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
She talking about a surprise guest yesterday.
Ooh.
I don't think she revealed who it is yet.
Imagine if it's somebody who's reckless. Wouldn't that be something?
Well, yeah, that would be crazy. I don't know what because you're supposed to be a citizen of Utah. I don't know how they do the restrictions. They don't need to check people to come in.
So yeah, this is like the most interested I've been for a city council meeting in a while.
In real life, I've been to one. It was enough.
I've been to exactly none. And I'm a dingus.
So
I actually had my stream
prayer
muted
and
for
Pledge of
the
Allegiance
stream audio, for the web browser audio, and I just now realized it because I have two windows, two monitors, and the wave mix thing is on, and I can feed the audio to all three things, like Discord, the stream, and my ear if I need.
I do have to say that
We're just waiting to catch up with. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry, did not mean to cut you off.
it is a cool looking building on the inside. There's double.
Oh yeah.
Pray that we will have the strength and the patience to treat one another with civility. As we work to solve the issues that are before us, we might be able to do so in a manner that will be pleasing and
How many times tonight are you gonna say keep to the fire station?
we stand in harm's way on behalf. Pray that that will
You know what's like a fire station? A police department.
Yeah.
state and city.
Speaking of emergency responders, let's
Yeah.
talk about the police department.
Yeah. Dude, it was a hot ass day here.
It's actually cooling down. It's been super hot here too. But it's actually cooling down.
Yeah, and by the way, Pun King, it's great to verbally meet you.
I think I've watched enough streams. I'm like, hey, we must have met. I guess not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turns out I'm a crazy talker. I just feel like I've met you.
I think you'll fit along greatly on this type of show. Or any of my streams.
On an unrelated note, do you want this jar of toenail clippings back?
Dialogue, if you want to have
This is Mayor Frost's cold open.
Nice.
the end of it, and we'll call it. Yeah. We have about 11 that have signed up.
When I was transcribing the last one, I had to transcribe some parts. I had to hop.
How's the sound, guys? Tell me, how's the sound?
Did I hear that right, Pung King? Did he say 11 and a half signatures?
Did not hear it. There's Aaron Booker, I think.
Mayor Frost. Last meeting, you guys citizens not.
Half a signature. That's like Prince. Right?
Yeah.
Prior to the meeting, including one from June 9th meeting regarding the city's student action program, I observed a much larger crowd repeatedly clapping and cheering throughout the meeting. You said nothing. In response to my email regarding this discrepancy, you stated the following: City council meetings require reasonable standards of decorum so that everyone has the opportunity to be heard. Those standards apply without regard to the viewpoint you may express. With that, I have a straightforward question for you. What really is difference? Citizens' First Amendment rights should not depend on whether their speech is favorable to the city. Applause and cheering are permitted when citizens support the city, but it's discouraged or suppressed when citizens criticize the police department. That creates an unacceptable double standard. The American or the First Amendment does not work that way.
Is he a chef? He's cooking right now.
You are no judge. Mayor of the city, authority comes from the people that you serve. You're not above us. You're no king. You are a public servant.
Right.
We expect you to apply the same standards to every citizen, regardless of whether they support the city or criticize it. That is not an unreasonable expectation. For those in positions of authority begin enforcing their standards based on their personal feelings rather than established law, it is no surprise when the very same culture of selective enforcement finds its way to your police department. Problems within your police department are not going to disappear until meaningful, effective change is made. And that change starts with recognizing, respecting, and protecting fundamental freedoms
of we the people. Therefore, tonight, Mr. Mayor, we're split the 59.
Woo! Wow. Okay.
He's the right guy to go first.
Yeah.
This is Tyler Shaw's dad.
Tyler's dad.
What's so questionable and controversial encounters that occurred in the past 4 years? Those included federal cases, some of them coming up, which is in the past couple of weeks. Records disputes, police interactions, social violence, search warrants, traffic stops, and arrests. An independent third party review will help determine all citizens if American court has an effective system for identifying, investigating, and disciplining sexual misconduct. Also, whether or not you fall in the part of the citizenship have appropriately supervised and disciplined officers. This review aims to assess the department's handling of misconduct, leadership effectiveness, and restore public confidence. If the review shows systemic failures or inadequate leadership, then I ask the council to take appropriate actions to determine if she Paul deserves.
It'd be cool if she could get a directional mic to pick this up.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of options there are for Bluetooth directional mics.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a better setup than what I had when I was mobile streaming. I just used my phone's mic.
I mean, the phones today do pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, some things you need a special mic for this and a special mic for that. Unfortunately, these big events, that's the kind of thing you need special mics.
Underlying facts. I sincerely hope that you folks as the city council will take into consideration the independent review versus having to go the other routes. I'm also asking the city to provide the public with whatever information that you have regarding these cases that you can provide to us legally within legal that can be legally disclosed. Now, this is not the council.
He's going to get yelled at for going over the line, isn't he?
I think it might actually be a warning time before the actual alarm, because I've heard a lot of people talk over it and then not stop it.
Woo!
And the last
All right,
one,
guys, this is Mama. I hope you can hear.
When they were all done, Tyler's dad was talking about something he caught on one of the cameras, and I was never able to find it. So I'm hoping some new video comes out at some point.
He was member number 1. My siblings and I have watched our father dedicate countless hours to American Fork, Utah County, and our state. He served as president of the Utah Wildlife Federation on the Winter National Forest Civic Advisory Council, the North Utah County Watershed Committee, an officer in the American Fork Sportsman Association, and on the American Fork City Recreation Committee. He believed this served his community. This is why it is so difficult for me to stand here today and see what is happening in the city he cares so much about. Mayor Ross, I have been asked the same question repeatedly over the last 3 months. How do I feel about my son, Tyler Siberite, being violated by the police department? My answer is simple. This is not just about Tyler. Our police
I just noticed you
department has a responsibility to follow the Constitution and protect the civil rights of every person in this community. Since Tyler's experience, several residents have shared their own concerns with me. I have also been shown videos and training records that raise serious questions about our police department. These concerns deserve more than assurances. They deserve a fair, transparent, and independent review. Residents deserve to know what will be done to prevent similar incidences. Mayor Frost and Chief Paul, You are the chain of command. Leadership needs accountability, even when it is uncomfortable. My father spent several years of his life helping build this community. I am asking you to protect the community he helped build and restore the trust that comes through transparency, accountability, and action. Thank you.
Woo! I don't think they'll do anything.
When can I pull up? I've never done this. So, when he's done reading names, then it'll be your turn. Tell me when. Yep, I will.
Who was that old lady?
Families from both American Fork and Lehigh are really concerned with a new 35-foot, 11,000 square foot structure under construction at 731 North, 900 West. As you can see from the photos provided, and I have them here. It already towers over several properties, and it's only 2 thirds height. I've got a signature from 8 households already, and 4 American Fork and 4 Lehigh. Pleading with the city council to consider our petition to halt construction.
Okay, so there. The person speaking right now is doing something related to other stuff, city stuff, some kind of building or whatever. But did you guys hear Tyler's parents? Oh my God. Anyway, I'm not leaving. I just want to check in. Little Bricks, you are more than welcome to use my video. More than welcome. Yeah, that's probably because I was so close. And I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll just go and sit up at the front for any more of our speakers.
She does have chat going. I was wrong.
Okay. I hope she's okay with us watching it. It doesn't seem like the type of person who would be upset that we're watching it live, you know?
Well, when she said little bricks, she can use the video. I was trying to figure out what that meant, and then I realized, oh, there's a chat going on.
Yeah, I hit the chat so it wouldn't show up on my screen in case, you know, and it just looks like a safeguard because I've got too much on. I would be too much on my stream, you know, with cluttered and everything.
So it looks like Little Brick said, once this is done, I can pump the sound for you. So it looks like Little Bricks will put it on another stream tomorrow.
And I don't know how library. I will come here until libraries everywhere, right? But
Oh, and he's going to have Tyler.
Orem, Provo, this is the best city for me. I don't know, I don't want to bring complaints with your city. I feel peace, I feel God in this city. This is not Salt Lake, and this is not Provo, this is not Springfield, this is not Orange. All cities is nice, people are here, right? I love. But the reason for I'm here is because I use the library, your library into the city. And the printers, when I document papers, not give me a receipt back. And when I asked him for the receipt, the library lady said, no receipt. And the machines not give me a receipt. I'm very honest to the government federal because I'm Mexican lady, coming to America, now I'm American citizen. And I running for mayor in Lina, Utah in 2023. I know what the cities needed. You see, no nothing. You citizens live in this area need gratitude to you because this is the best city for me. Well, Lincoln is the best city too, right? Because I live there. But the question is, when I come in here for it's possible buy something machines for when I pay, give me my receipt back.
So she has the microphone so close.
To the government.
Hear her.
When I see, I provide how much I pay, and I think it is allowed to the state, the local, everybody pay taxes when asking for receipt. your cooperation for the government.
Sorry for a second. I got. Who's the he she was referring to?
I could barely catch any of that, so I don't know.
Yeah. She said softly, he is here. I know it's rough through a Discord stream and all that stuff.
Yeah, I tried to catch it on the official stream, but she had the microphone so close it was muffled.
JC Park or anything like that. Wherever we have a committee, technically, game where the chair of the committee is here. Okay, I will get it back to you. Thank you.
Oh, this is our guy.
Daniel?
I affectionately call him Guy in Suit.
There was a list that you put your name on, but don't worry. When all the people that have signed up are done, then they'll say, does anyone else want to come up?
I'm calling for you guys to restore the public trust in our police department. The actions have left a stain on our public trust with our police department. And that's not going to go away through inaction. That's not going to go away through waiting. We're here, we're not going away. We're going to stay here, we're going to keep coming until something happens, until you guys do something. So do something. You guys have to take action and do something. If that's through resetting the code, putting in a new body cam, starting a resident review board, there needs to be change. This doesn't go away. This isn't cleaned up. This stain on our public trust. This is an historic event. Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of the United States, essentially. And you guys are the head of that. You guys are the figures, and you have the power to make change and to do something about it. There hasn't been a third-party review, but there have been several videos on YouTube of people reviewing the body cam footage, and it doesn't look good. These are lawyers looking through it, civil rights lawyers, and on their reviews, we failed. The Constitution was written in the blood of our forefathers. And if we, the people, allow any erasure of that Constitution, of our rights, they will need to be bought back with the blood of our children and grandchildren. I will not let the Constitution fail. Thank you.
Amen.
John Chamberlain? Yeah.
Thank you, City Council. Thank you, Mayor. My name is Jan Chamberlain, and I am a member of the No ICE in Utah County Coalition. We are a month old today. So I would love to meet with you and have some open dialogue, and I'm not sure how to set that up. So you mentioned there's some paper. Could sign. Can I find out after the meeting?
Personal information.
Okay. All right. So I'll be talking.
Hand it to Stephanie there. Oh, she's
Talk to you. Okay, great. So we would love to see our community remain safe, and for all people that reside in American Fork to be safe from danger. And I'm all for following the due process of the law. If someone comes to our country and they're a criminal, and we use the due process of the law and they're vetted and they're criminal, I'm all for them being deported. If they are an innocent person coming here trying to seek their life and escape danger in their own land, homeland, I want them to have the opportunity to live here and
Amen.
and help them to do that. 1 minute. So I'm going to read this quote here, and it says, city council members and local police can enact ICE-free zone ordinances and non-cooperation policies to restrict federal immigration agents from using municipal properties or a local law enforcement resources. And then there's a bunch of stuff.
I certainly didn't think this was going to
We
happen.
can make copies so we can all look at it. I'm sure there's different feelings on this topic. It's a hot topic. I would like to view it as a humanitarian topic rather than as a political topic. And so I'm going to be signing that list and getting in touch. So thank you very much. As a mother, as a grandmother, as a person who's taught voice for 40 years, and has also worked as a teacher's aide in the schools and has loved it with all her heart, I want to see all of our children be safe. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
John Hamlin.
You did awesome.
Presenting tonight, but this is all right. Okay, what might appear to be a very small suggestion, but I believe it says something important about our community and who we are as a community. Each Christmas season, American Fork beautifully decorates Main Street and gathers families together to celebrate Christmas. Yet one of the most prominent illuminated greetings across Main Street reads "Seasons Greetings." And so I respectfully submit that it be replaced with "Merry Christmas." It's not a
That fellow in the Hawaiian shirt, I don't know how often she's gone over to him, but he's all the way to the right of where she's sitting.
Uh-huh.
I believe that's the guy who used to work at American Fork Citizen who spoke last time.
Oh, cool.
Were profoundly influenced by Christian faith. Generations of American Fork families have celebrated December 25th as the birth of Jesus Christ. Whatever individual residents' religious affiliation with today, Christmas remains a defined part of our city's history, music, family traditions, and federal giving, and community life. There's a meaningful difference between the two expressions. Seasons greetings describes a time of year. Merry Christmas identifies the occasion we are actually celebrating. Spanish Orpheus provides a beautiful example. It's illuminated Main Street greeting simply and markedly says Merry Christmas. It's welcoming, traditional, and instantly recognizable. The message does not require anyone to share a particular religious conviction. It extends their familiar greetings that neighbors have exchanged with one another for generations. And there's several compelling reasons why American Fork should do the same. First, it's historically authentic. We should not be embarrassed by the religious heritage that shaped American Fork. A community can respect people of every faith and of no faith while still advising its own history and traditions. Second, it's culturally honest. The lights, Christmas trees, Santa Claus, Christmas music, gift giving, and December festivities exist because it's Christmas. Following Christmas does not diminish transform the celebration, it merely means it. Third, it strengthens community identity. Cities increasingly across the country create memorable downtown districts and traditions that residents cherish and visitors remember. Christmas, Merry Christmas, in beautiful lights, and letting American Fork be.
So there's a fellow, Frugal Family, and it looks like he's peeking over at her screen.
Oh, God.
I got it synced up on the official stream, and he's also recording, but it looks like he keeps peeking over to see what she's looking at.
How long is this lady going to be talking for? Jeez.
Yeah, I think she went over 2 alarms.
And finally, the Christmas has a meaning deeper than decoration shopping or wedding festival. It commemorates the birth
Rules don't apply to that, Karen, do they?
of people throughout the world.
I don't think I've seen them cut anyone off yet. This might be the first time we're going to see that.
That would be great.
If you keep going, we'll be here till Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. And we got things to do.
Done beautifully, it can become one of the most beloved Christmas landmarks in Utah County. Doesn't need to be an expensive undertaking, but it can compare with the lasting value of a display that can be used for many Christmas seasons. American Afford has every reason to be welcoming to everyone, and American Afford also has every reason to remember who we are. At Christmas, we should begin to simply
I don't know if you went into this with Brian at all with Echo Base Network.
I did not. No, they were on at the same time. I was on at like 4:30, so the times kind of clashed.
Yeah. Yeah, I only peeked in, and so yesterday, Brian's 2 interviews, he was in all white, and he had this light above him that looked like a halo.
Nice.
And for this one, he's in all leather with like dark glasses and a dark hat. It's pretty funny. It's like he's like he came from the future. I need your coat, your jacket, and your hat.
Nice.
Actually, there were phones going off earlier, so. Right here, babe. Yeah.
Now, Mary Mitchell.
Let's see, Council. Hi, Mayor.
Oh, I think she said she was going to pass out the paperwork.
Occupationally, I work with individuals with autism. Right now, I work with adults to help them be able to live independently. But previously, I worked with children. And I promise I'll leave that in there. But I just wanted to say that I am so proud and so happy to be among so many citizens who are calling for what is right and what is just, which is an internal review of the police force in American Fork City. I think it is disheartening to see so many wonderful citizens come to you with genuine emotion and care and concern for their neighbors, and see you truly just not react at all, right? I think that this is an opportunity for you to build trust in your community. I think it's very clear that as public servants, as people who work on our taxpaying dollars for our communities, that your community is telling you they're not pleased, right? They haven't found what you've done to be effective, helpful, or actually what the community needs. So I would encourage you to consider, while you are looking at what you can do to help build the community's trust in the police force, to consider our most vulnerable populations. I would not be surprised if you guys were aware that it is often people who are marginalized in many different ways, who are our greatest victims to police brutality, to government brutality, oversight. Specifically today, I want to talk about our immigrant communities. I love our immigrant neighbors. America is built on the work of immigrant families and people and our history. And if you're aware, in July of last year, there's a 287G agreement signed with the Utah County Commissioners, which essentially allows the cities of Utah to cooperate with the county agreement, which allows them to cooperate with ICE. And what I would like to ask specifically today is that you all are transparent in providing information on what interactions police have with federal agents.
Yes.
Or deportation or detentions, right? In that meeting at the 287 agreement, when it was highly opposed by the public, many people showed
The
out.
official stream cut her off with the alarm, so you can't hear anything.
Oh, lovely. Of course.
One thing that was promised was a high level of transparency and records kept on the interactions that we had. We haven't seen that, right? And I know that this is just American Fork City, so I'm asking you directly to please show us that, right? Provide that information, provide that level of transparency. I don't think it will only keep our immigrant neighbors safe, but I also think it could help rebuild some trust in the police force, which the community clearly does not have. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Woo! Yeah, that's right.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth. I'm from American Fork. And I just wanted to reiterate that last message. ICE does not belong in Utah. It doesn't belong in Utah County, and it certainly doesn't belong in American Fork either. ICE just doesn't belong here. Our residents deserve to feel safe, and there's no room for safety when the risk for violence is so extreme. And I believe that we deserve transparency from you guys, from our leaders. I want American courts to be completely transparent about any interactions with federal immigration authorities. And I want all local departments to report any interactions that happen involving immigration. We deserve the right to know. No ICE admitting American court.
Yes.
We have about 20 minutes, but is there anybody else that would like to
Andrea?
comment? Yeah.
She also would.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. So I'll ask you to make sure you keep it brief so we get on. Can you state your name?
She has 2 minutes, right?
This is my very first time doing anything like this in my 93 years. So feel free to correct me anytime I need it. Okay, so, I understand that we are going through what they call, the good for the evil battle. The battle going on now, the good and evil. I think it's somewhere in the scriptures. But, I'm from upstate New York, but I've been here for long enough to know what's going on. So what I'm trying to figure out is, so forgive me if I still have some of my New York culture habits, like what are you gonna do? Like that, you know how they say that. So I'm up here to say to you, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? The good and the evil. Like we got good cops, but we got bad cops, right? We got good lawyers, but we got bad ones. But we got like this good and evil thing, you know, it's in the scripture. We got good lawyers, do that. We got good judges, but we got bad judges. We got the head, you know, balance, right? So, and we have good governors, and we have governors that like jewelry. So they have ankle bracelets or something like that. I don't know. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's what New York can do. What are you going to do? I don't know. That's what I guess I'm here to find out, to ask you guys, well, you people, what are you going to do? Well, I have one question. I know that the children, they can't do anything. I know they're not able, unfortunately, they can't do a thing. Because why? They're all tied up doing their own problems, right? So get it on the children. I think we should be here to get that from that. Anyway, so now, I'm trying to figure out what I thought about what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And we figured, back in upstate New York, it's not even a Parktown, I was where I grew up. Yeah, so I'm going, with the children all tied up, well, they can't do nothing. Is it going to be up to all of us?
Let her talk. Jeez, guys.
Where are we? Where are we? Okay, I see a lot of people here tonight, but I didn't last time. So where are we, everybody? Are we going to be in this battle of good and evil? Or are we going to... Well, the children might grow up if they can, and do something about it. I don't know. So what are we going to do? That's my question.
Good job, Andrea. Woo! You did it. Awesome. You did great. You did absolutely great.
Did good with it. I'd like to thank Ryan Hunter for pointing out who the fire department was for. Thank you. It was kind of vague, I just did 620 South, that's a big street. Also, I made a correction. I didn't know this. My citizen is still being published. And it is. There's a lot of good articles on it. So if you guys want to read about the city council, you look them up. Thank you.
Look at his shirt. That's awesome. He's got a really cool Star Wars shirt.
That is an awesome shirt.
I hope I'm welcome.
Can you just state your name for the book?
My name is spoken when I approach the top of the stairs at the end of prayer.
What is it?
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
I'm here to do something.
Oh dear Lord. Strap in, we got a nut.
Transgressed in this city. My right, our constitutional rights were transgressed in this city, while I told them plainly from my mouth that they took what was mine, what God gave me, what I am here to protect for the least among us. Do you hear me?
I don't know, guys.
I will work with you. I offer intercession.
I'm kind of nervous.
Reach out to me. Legally, you can find me under Gregory J. Titus.
What the hell was that? That's a little uncomfortable.
Thank you. Where is this on?
That was so scary.
I move on to item number 3, our city administrator's report.
I've nothing to report tonight. Thank you.
Kind of, I don't know.
We can now move on to council report, start with Councilmember Hunter.
Nothing to report today, Mayor.
Councilmember Holt.
I don't really have anything, I just want to say a quick thank you to residents, people in the community, for being able to us. I'm always really grateful, like Mr. Stewart reached out, and just brought the issue to us. I'm always appreciative. We can't know everything, can't be every place, so I just appreciate people to come here, or we talk about it, and I just always encourage residents to say, hey, this is something I've noticed, and we did that. That's all I have there.
Thank you. Councilmember John.
I have nothing to report, Mayor.
Okay. Councilmember Carroll. Councilmember Taylor.
Yes, just want to let council know that the yearly annual presentation from Fox Hollow to the High Coast Urban American will be the 24th of September. I believe this study should be the 4th Thursday in the month. That will take place at 6 o'clock. And then we'll go through all of the items that we typically go through, talk about what's happened in the past year, the different things that have been going on. And so that will be there the 24th, is that correct? That will be there the 24th of September at 6 p.m. at Fox Hollow. I also want to make mention that this week is this Friday is the city cup for Fox Hollow, where our Berkeley High and Pleasant Grove all play against one another, so we'll be fielding teams. So those of you who want to play should let us know. That is all I have to report, Mayor.
Mayor has nothing to report tonight, so we'll move on to the common consent agenda, consisting of the 4 items are the minutes, and any note changes for the minutes. Questions on the common consent agenda?
Mayor, I move we approve the common consent agenda presented.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember John, second by Councilmember David. Any discussion on this motion? Call for a vote. Councilmember Carroll?
I need a ride home. Do you know anybody? I can give you a lift. I live near Robinson, Tyler. Okay. I just wanted to tell you what I need to know. I'll tell you. Don't worry.
So I think that's all the public comment.
Yeah, after the public comment, it usually gets super boring.
Yeah. So if anyone, we'll keep the video up if anyone pops in. Her stream will unmute it, but that was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we got the people who talked. I'm gonna watch it again tomorrow just to go back through it. Maybe transcript out what got cut out by alarms and stuff.
Yeah. But that Jesus guy at the end was a little weird.
Yeah, I actually missed the very end one because I got a phone call I couldn't miss, unfortunately. So I have to go back and watch that too.
Basically, what he said is, "My name is Jesus Christ. You said my name. You said my name when I came when you started this meeting." He didn't even say his name at first, and he went on to some weird thing. Dude, it's pretty entertaining.
A long time ago, I heard this. Everybody has that camp horror story, and ours was weird. The summer camp I went to as a kid, I heard that in the week before they opened, when they were setting things up, a guy showed up. It's just some random guy in the woods. He looked like he had been living in the woods, and he shows up and he says, "I'm Jesus. Get off my mountain." And they recognized right away that he was troubled and had mental health issues, so they got him help. But that has been a story that's been told several times of like, you don't know how to respond.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what she's. We'll see what
That would be something. That would be something. Me too. But that.
know what I went through.
But that shouldn't change what you're allowed by the city and the benefits.
Oh, there's Debbie.
Yep, that sure is. Did you want to go say hi?
Listen, I looked so much. No, I have to calm down yet. Okay. So are you supposed to be going in your car right now?
I was gonna actually talk to everybody here for a minute. Yep. This is going to be your last time coming up?
I mean, we really love the ride.
Well, it's a ride. It's a drive. But you just killed it. My God.
A dedicated, meeting or something that's actually, like addressing those issues specifically.
Is that something that we can call for? To actually, how can we request that to have a meeting that is dedicated to what we're actually trying to accomplish?
You had your meeting. The mayor has to put it on.
They never called me. No call, no email.
You need to call them again.
Will
gets the grease.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. But you know what they told me? We'll call you.
Nope. Say you haven't done it, and I want that meeting.
You were given the chance, and you haven't followed.
You need to continue
And keep at it.
Keep at them.
Yeah. Frustrating.
So they
No, they don't. No, they never did. They never did. Are you surprised though? Really? I'm almost certain that they're watching the videos though. And the way I titled the one about the mayor asks us to be quiet, that might have. I hope so too, but I think that might have, I don't know, been annoying or something to someone.
We're not going over
No,
away.
we're still here for God's sake. Like what?
We all said it, this is
It's not ending.
something that's going to keep going, and honestly, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The world is watching, the internet's watching, right? Effective change has got to start. You can't put your freaking head in the sand.
No.
I think it's going to blow over.
No.
People are just going to keep pushing and pushing
Mm-hmm.
and pushing and pushing.
And their failure to have done anything is, has spread because we're not even from American.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Neither am I.
By outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Way outside of it. Yes.
Oh, I can't say it on the live stream. I can't say it on the live stream.
It's no wonder why you have a rogue police officer that's up there. You got police officers that are down here, and they feel that they can do anything, and that they can do anything they want and get away with it because they have a system that's back. You have a mayor that's in there and suppressing First Amendment rights, telling people you cannot cheer because
That was.
I don't like. But at the last meeting, right, or at the June 9th. Oh, there were people cheering when we're talking about gym stuff. Like,
Yeah,
and the mayor said nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like no, man. Like
Like, just because you feel uncomfortable,
right.
doesn't, yeah.
Yeah. So can't.
No, I had a lot of people reach out about that we should go above them because of that, and I'm at a point I don't know what to do beyond what we're doing.
Well, it's disheartening too because it shouldn't be an us versus them.
No, we're all because we're not.
They're supposed to be there to take care of us.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you can't trust your police force, what do you do?
Okay, so then I need to ask a question. How many here are actually from American Fork, if you don't mind saying? Okay, so I just want people to see this. American Fork does care. The problem is we just don't have American Fork caring. If we had enough people showing up, but it's not. I don't know what else to do, guys.
I honestly still need to just invite my own family.
Yeah.
I just noticed Tyler back there.
I think, and that's what it comes down to is we talk about it online, but if we could get our own families here, I mean, it would make a difference.
It would. And
I don't know.
Something's got to be done. Otherwise, you're going to have a rogue government. Just how the mayor called Mr. Eric, what's his last name? Eric Browning? Yeah, called the guy's job to complain about him to his boss with the intent to maybe get him fired.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
This mayor?
Yes, because he didn't like the fact that he was calling and executing his First Amendment right and complaining about something. So you got a mayor calling a person's place of employment to get them in trouble.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have time to call me. He might call my boss. I just got a new job. Thank you. Oh my God.
These are things that are just they're just out there. They're not put together into one, and it really takes us like coming out and talking.
Has anyone done a
And they
video
really
about
need-
that?
I don't know.
It'd be a good thing for Lackluster to do.
Has done a
For who?
Lackluster is the one that covered the Aaron Booker stop with that with Officer Kitchen.
Oh yeah.
It'd be interesting if he covered that what they're talking about with the mayor calling someone's work.
Yeah, that's news to me.
many there are that we can't even keep them straight. That's the sign right there.
There were about 11 in the last 6 years.
So when the mayor called the guy's boss, what happened? Do you know?
He sent an email, and it was something like 80-something documents.
This is the mayor.
This is
The mayor sent the
mayor
documents.
sending to the individual's boss with the intent maybe to get him in trouble, maybe to get him fired. I don't know, but they were tired of him calling the government and addressing his concerns with them. That's a true story.
And when was this?
It was recent.
Yeah, it was recent. I think I might have another-
Mayor has no business calling these bosses, as far as I'm concerned.
So last year.
It's coming down on you.
2025,
That's what
jeez.
the First Amendment said.
Oh, thank.
Jeez, 2025 that happened.
Emails in the last 3 weeks, no response.
No, of course not.
Tonight I decided I was going to take advantage, and I summarized.
I'm going to use this.
What I had sent them an email, but it's very close.
He actually, so I sent an email to him on, I think it was
Oh,
Thursday.
this is all of the. Oh my God.
That's just a few of them, honestly, that's just a few of them. That's 7 of them since Chief Paul has been in office.
Oh
Those
my
encounters
God.
the last 10 years, encounters the last 4 years.
What?
Do you have any more?
I printed 10, there were 6 council members I gave to.
We
and
have,
then
Can
I
we
gave,
give this one to you? And
Mr.
these are my
Booker.
sisters. I can make them
yeah,
another copy.
it's in the folder.
And if you would like one, just let Tyler know and I'll email it to you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, sure, you got it. Anybody got a pencil?
Well, put it in your notes.
Just take a photo. Just take a picture of the.
But
Here.
Heidi?
What happens when you have a government and not self-accountable?
She's talking to Heidi. She's
Right.
been on the Only Cops channel.
Uh-huh.
So she has accounts. She's on Twitter. She's on, I think she has 2 channels on YouTube. But yeah, she's been on Only Cops about this particular issue.
Nice. How she managed 2 channels? I can barely manage one.
Yeah, I had trouble figuring it out because it seems like her main channel doesn't do anything like this. So I don't know how she got a hold of the Only Cops folks to be on it. It seems like they started collaborating after a certain point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, government, someone posted in big bold letters, all one word.
Great seeing everyone.
I want to say bye to. Thank
Don't
you,
be
sir.
afraid.
Appreciate you so
Don't be
much.
afraid of your mayor or the government.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. What were you saying, my
I
love?
was saying that someone posted one bold letters, all one word. Trump.
I have to fight
You
the
call
traffic
that?
coming home.
Pardon. Trump pardon Ben now.
Interesting.
Big bold letters. They got that going out.
Where was that?
I on my phone somewhere.
How about that?
I've not heard anything about that, but I don't follow news associated with him that much. But
Everything is political, though. That's the reality.
I thought that was a really good.
Yeah, that's
slogan.
interesting.
Trump. Pardon.
I don't know if Daniel. So just over her right shoulder, that's Daniel. Guy in suit. I don't think he stayed with them on the last one to talk.
wow. I'm sorry we were a lot quiet during that, but there wasn't much to really say, was there?
I was trying to fit in a joke. I just there wasn't a lot.
Internet lag too, right?
Yeah. For sure.
Oh man. Well, I enjoyed this, and Pumpkin, we gotta do this more often, my friend.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I should tell you the American fork joke that I was waiting to put in.
Go for it.
So if you're an American fork, when you ask to go to the bathroom, you're American. When you go down the hall, you're American. When you get to the bathroom, European.
Nice. Nice one. Have a good night, brother. Have a good night, chat. I will see you guys on Thursday for some teamfight tactics. Have a great night, everybody. Stay safe. And remember, in a world of assault pikers, be a Dolly Parton. Good night, everybody.